Well, hello. You caught me. I was making up some ephemera to go in Beauty for Ashes, or From Ashes, wherever I'm going to decide to call it. I got my handy dandy bone folder. I find these in milk cartons. I thought I'd show you how it works just as well as the one you buy from the store. These are free with your milk cartons. Sometimes. Sometimes I just find them on the parking lot and clean them up. So if you watch my channel and you buy something from me and you would like one of these included, just message me on Etsy and I'll tell you if I have one available. Okay, you want a nice crease, you're going to use your bone folder. Sometimes I just like that torn look, you know. I don't want the perfect look. I just want the torn look. So this paper is from a big atlas. I have two, I think. I'm not sure. I may just have one. I know I always talk myself out of purchasing things. It's like, oh, you already have one of those. You haven't used it up yet. So I'll probably just have one. But I know I've seen them several times in my thrifting adventures. Like, oh, I love it. I want that. Let's see. Should I make a really long one this time? So if you don't use kits, this is a good idea. Just buy old books. That's what I do. Or books that look interesting. They don't have to be old. Because you can always age something with inks or with tea and coffee or rust. There's lots of things. Okay, so I'm going to save those. Now, what I was doing, I have all this ephemera that I've collected for my books that I was talking about. And there's some more. And we're going to get it all ready to go in. And this is something everybody needs, in my opinion. Or something like it. There may be something out there in the market that's similar. Okay, so my kids were being loud. And so I plugged in my mic. Hopefully you'll get more of me and less of them. My walls are so thin, so I have to let you hear them, unfortunately, sometimes. Okay, so what I'm doing is I have these Bible verses that I printed out that I want to put in my journal. And they're about when bad things happen and how that God can work it out for good. This one is from Revelation 21:4, and it says, "And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." And I thought that was a really good one. It's talking about, you know, the last days and how that we can look forward to a wonderful place in heaven if we know Christ is our Savior. Okay, there's one. One is ready. Yay. It's pretty. Okay. Now we're going to get some more done real quick. And kids are starting to tune up their instruments. So you might hear a little bit of music because they're pretty loud. Sorry if that offends you. Let me know if you like the music in the background or it's getting annoying. Maybe I can figure out something to do about it if it's getting annoying. But give me a thumbs up if you don't mind the noise from kids practicing their instruments. We've got a revival to do some music at this week. I'm gonna get the edges. I forgot to do the edges. Edges makes it pop real good. It's like when you're coloring as a child and you did all the outlines and your crayon first, and it made it really pop and look good. Just like that. A whole nother dimension to your artwork. Of course, you don't have to have it if you don't like it that way. That's the good thing about making these journals. They're made to your specs, what you like. And all of them are individual and beautiful in their own way. Okay, I'm back. Had a mail delivery from a Z kid. All my kids have Z names. So sometimes we get people calling them the Z kids. My brother-in-law, he nicknamed them the Zildren when they were smaller. So sometimes I call them Zildren. I'll say, Zildren, let's go. Or out somewhere and it's time to leave. Just for the fun of it. I thought it was kind of neat. Maybe I'll make a digital of these because they are turning out really pretty. I love this font and just the shading looks real good today. And then I had this in my stash. Somebody had made it and didn't need it anymore and they gave it to me. People downsize and they, oh, you need it because you make stuff with it all the time. I said, yep, I do. I need it. I'm not shy. love polka dots. They just look vintage. All you have to do is add a little ink. I'm just going to set them to the side as I get them ready to go in. Get those holes real good. That way it looks like somebody's fingers have aged it. The oils from their fingers. This is actually a vintage card right here from my dad's pastoring days. That's where they keep the information about each family. Birthdays and stuff like that. Son's practicing his piano in there. Okay, now these are my rust dyed papers. I just folded them kind of candy-wampously so they'd look older. They don't need much if they need anything, because I got so much color on them as it is. So I'm just gonna do the edge. Okay, and then we have this right here. Just gonna put this lace on this card. Just like that. I want it to be. I decide which way I want it. I had it. I think that was the way. Just like that. Okay, so I got that glued on. Now I'm going to add some ink. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna just get in there good. It needs a little bit more. It just looks too new. Okay, that looks really good. All right. Now somebody gifted me this. I think this is my last one. I think they're really neat. So if you feel like gifting me some more of these, because you have tons, hey, I'm available. Just, give me a message on Facebook and I'll give you my address gladly. I just don't like to put my address out there. because then I'll have all kinds of stuff I don't want in my mailbox. Okay, nothing in there. I think I'm going to maybe put one of these paper pads on there. Except I'm going to need to cut the bottom again. Let's see what I can find to cut the bottom with. Ooh, you know what? That could make a pretty edging to it. If I can find something besides, I don't want that. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, so I have 2 of these made up. So if I ruin one, it's not such a big deal. I'm going to try to stick this in here. Maybe from the side will help. Okay, I think I got it in. Oops, you know what? I need to make sure I clean it out. Okay, I think I got it. Then I need to make sure that it's on the right setting. I want it on the one in the back. The one in the back leaves it attached to the paper. The one on the front here detaches it from the paper pad. So I need it on the back one. Maybe this way will work better. Yeah, just keeping it from getting stuck, I think. Okay, got it in. You gotta really push this thing. It's the only thing I don't like about it. So much so I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Let's see. Did I break the thing? Okay, there it is. I'm going to see if I can trim it and save it. It might have worked. That looks pretty good. Note to self, don't try to go through several pieces of paper at the same time. Okay, that goes in the trash. Trash, where are you? Okay. There it is. Now I need it on top of here. That's good. And then I'm going to use this piece here, I think. No, I have a different one. This one. It gets all curled up when I rip it. Or actually, I cut it, I think. I'm not sure which I did with it. Oh, let's add scissors. See if these are any better. Yay! Okay. Now we're going to put some glue on. Put glue right here first. Then and then I'm going to put this on top. Okay. My marker lid. My sweet Xenia said, Mom, you could just use a marker lid. Or maybe it was Nora. One of them. I hate when I forget which one did what. Okay. Cut the edge off. Now, isn't that pretty? Then later, I'm planning on getting a printout with Spanish words on it. And I can put some on here. It'll look pretty. Or at least one here. Then maybe underneath on each one. That one's pretty much ready. I might do something else. Let's see, what else do I have? I was thinking about maybe make a little rosette on that. Or something. Maybe I could just glue this on. That'd be pretty. Just give it some interest. And I don't want it to be too thick. You know, everything adds up. You find that out when you first start journaling, embellishing everything that you see. And we're like, oh, it's not going to fit in the book anymore. The book's too thick. That needs to be spread out, I think. Not too long. I can cut that off because I didn't put any glue down there, I don't think. I did get a little glue. Okay. A bit more right there on the edge. They're playing Power in the Blood, I think, or something like that. Okay. There we go. All right, now the next thing we need to do. I'll go ahead and put that over. These strips there. Let's decide which card I want. I like both of them. I think I'm going to go with a smaller one. This card is called Flowers in Bloom, and it was an original painting by Marcus Culp, mouth painter. He paints with his mouth. I love these kind of cards. They're so special. That's such a special talent to develop. And God gave us so many gifts, those of us who don't have handicaps, and many of us don't use them. So I count that very special, because he could have gave up and said, "Phooey, I'm just gonna sit here and waste away," but he didn't. That's very special. Now, because it is a little shiny, I need to hit it with the sander here, because if you don't, all this will just rub right off. Forget. On the other side. And back again. Just getting it on right now. Don't worry about how it looks. And I'm going to go back with my hands and wipe off any of the excess. Now it should look really aged. But I don't think the inside really needs to look aged all that much. You can just hit it just a little lightly, because in real life, if it's closed, the inside is not so aged. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then I have this one here that I already made up. It is a paper pad. It's got ledger. It's got a little bit of some junk mail picture in there. It was pretty. It's got this paper that I had the punch on. It's got a little pretty paper in there. Scrapbook paper. And I hope y'all got a lot of good ideas. The second half we'll be putting it in. We'll be back in a